From the pages of the WWF Royal Rumble 1991 program, we plunge into the storm of an era defined by drama, danger, and the rise of patriotism colliding head-on with primetime villainy. This was January of 1991, and tensions in the world were reflected in the ring. The program isn't just a souvenir, it's a battlefield blueprint. Every page stirs anticipation for war. The opening spreads blast you with full-color portraits of titans, each framed like generals ready for combat. The roster is deep, the rivalries are red-hot, and the consequences have never been higher. This isn't just about championships. This is about loyalty, betrayal, family, and pride. We open with the $1,000,000 Man, not as a Rumble entrant, but as a calculating force in a deeply personal tag team match. He's paired with Virgil, his longtime bodyguard, to take on the legendary Dusty Rhodes and his son, Dustin Rhodes. The pages drip with tension. DiBiase flaunts his wealth and control, treating Virgil like furniture in public view. But the spotlight begins to shift. Dustin's youthful energy and Dusty's veteran presence are building momentum. The program suggests what we now know in hindsight: this night would change Virgil's life forever. It's more than a match. It's Ted's control versus Dusty's legacy. And when bloodline and loyalty clash, something always breaks. We turn the page and are hit with motion. The Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, come alive in their full-color spread, leaping, sprinting, defying gravity. Their opponents? The lethal and precise Orient Express, managed by the cunning Mr. Fuji. This tag match is billed as a contrast of styles, kinetic chaos versus martial control. The program sets the stakes not just in terms of victory, but of evolution. The Rockers are the team of tomorrow, but to earn it, they'll have to survive a storm of chops and suplexes and salt in the eyes. Flip again, and the world changes. The magazine zeroes in on the night's most controversial bout. WWF champion, the Ultimate Warrior versus Sergeant Slaughter, now an open supporter of the Iraqi regime. As Desert Storm looms in real life, Slaughter spits in the face of American values. The Warrior, now more symbol than man, enters not just to defend the title, but the country. The rhetoric is raw. The imagery is bold. This match is sold as nothing less than a modern-day war, and the crowd is expected to erupt like a powder keg. We march forward to the tag team war of chaos and crunch. The Legion of Doom versus the Orient Express. Hawk and Animal are painted as unrelenting machines, massive, merciless, and gloriously insane. The program doesn't ask if they'll win, it asks how much destruction they'll leave behind. The pages practically rumble under their weight. Elsewhere, we have a grudge match forged in steel. The Big Boss Man versus the Barbarian. A clash of brutality and vengeance. Boss Man, now a symbol of law and justice, wants retribution against Bobby Heenan's family. The Barbarian, all fury and fur, is sent as the first missile. Their collision is framed like an earthquake in a cage. No finesse, just punishment. Then there's the slapstick war of the wild men. The Bushwhackers versus the Nasty Boys. This isn't wrestling, it's a street fight disguised as a tag match. The magazine gives full-page energy to both teams. The Bushwhackers' bizarre charm and the Nasty Boys' gritty grime. It's beer spills versus boot scrapes. It's chaos with a referee somewhere nearby. But at the core of the show is the Royal Rumble match itself. 30 men, one winner, and no rules. The program makes it clear this isn't a match. It's survival. And this year's field is stacked. Hulk Hogan, Earthquake, The Undertaker, Jake the Snake Roberts, Texas Tornado, the British Bulldog, Rick Martel, Tugboat, Greg Valentine, and more. The profiles fly by in a flurry of color and hype, each man posing, snarling, or promising carnage. The Rumble is built as the great equalizer, where giants fall, legends rise, and surprise lurks behind every countdown. Hulk Hogan looms large in the layout. Already a former Rumble winner, he's the favorite, the force of American will, and the man who may need to fight both enemies and allies. Rick Martel is praised for his endurance. Jake Roberts is shown with icy eyes and his ever-present Damien, bringing psychological warfare into the melee. And a looming threat stalks the edges, the Undertaker. still fresh but already haunting the roster. The program lets you imagine it all. Every elimination, every betrayal, every countdown. Interspersed between these profiles are WWF reports, merchandise ads, and contests for fans. Reminders that the WWF was more than matches. It was a machine of culture. You could win action figures, you could order the Coliseum video, you could even join the fan club. And when you closed the program, clutching your popcorn and ticket stub, you felt like something monumental was about to happen, because it was. So, like, share and subscribe. Because this wasn't just a program, it was prophecy. It was storytelling at 20 frames per second. It was legends on the verge of war. This was the night the Warrior stood for America, the night Hogan tried to conquer chaos, the night Virgil took back his name. This was the Royal Rumble 1991, and this is how it lives forever from the pages.